So camping season 2022 is underway today, and I'm so excited. So stay tuned. So before we start heading to California, let me take you back to last week when we changed out the smart jack on the front of the camper to something much more slim and sleek and less electronic, because we kept having issues with electronics in that. Also, let me take you through the camper, show you what we've got packed for this trip, and the menu plan, the stocked fridge, all of it.
So we're at Mid-America RV, where we purchased our RV, and they have a forever warranty, but you have to get an annual inspection and all that. And so we brought it in for our annual inspection. We also had them to pack the wheel bearings, because we're getting ready to go on a pretty major trip to Death Valley and to Joshua Tree. And so we wanted to be sure that it was ready, and we had already taken it several thousand miles, and it was time. And so with the wheel bearings checked, also checking on some of the, like a couple of the front window leak, and then also having them check the refrigerator. And they did make some fixes there, and it was about $326 for everything, but hopefully it'll be good. And now you get to go look at your peeling wallpaper.
Oh, great. Oh, gosh. Got a little wallpaper mishap going on. All right, well, I'll fix it when I get home. It's still sticky. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's gonna take some work, but maybe it's salvageable.
Now, I think we took this off too, just to make it easier. I can do that again.
So we are replacing some of the wallpaper. I'm not sure how well this is going to hold up. Of course, it doesn't stick really good, which is great because you can change it out when you want to change it out. But the problem is, with the cold weather in storage, it's almost like it kind of shrunk and just in edges.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see.
We tried to put it back, and it didn't want to stick. Once it had started coming off, we couldn't figure out how to put it back. So we're gonna replace it. Try again.
Yeah, I have extra, so we're just gonna replace this panel.
Like down at the bottom below the shower, you can really see how it was just kind of.
Yeah, it's nasty in here too.
So this is the second smart jack that we've had on our camper, and I like them okay. The problem is this control panel here, and on the control panel, because it's on top, and you can see where there's bubbles kind of forming around the buttons here, but it's prone to having water get into here. We've had a cover on it, and that has helped. It's lasted longer than our first one, but we started having trouble with it on our last trip, where it will go down and then it won't come up, or it'll go up and it won't go back down, and you have to play around with it, and finally it will. And so, it's just been a hassle. We did have to manually, do the manual where you can pop this little thing off right here, and you can put your device down in there, and you can crank it down and lower it and all that. And we've had to do that a couple of times. And so what I've done is I've gotten a different jack. So I went ahead and bought the Trailer Valet JX. There's two kinds. There's a 2K and a 5K. This one's a heavier duty one. Honestly, you don't need it, but they were the same price whenever I got them, so I got the heavier duty one. This is a hand crank jack, but it has a drill attachment so that I can drill it and power it up or down as well. So I don't have to worry about hooking it up to the battery and all that. It's not powered other than from my drill. So we're gonna give it a shot and we're gonna install it. We're gonna take this one off while it's still connected to my truck, and we're gonna take this jack off and put the trailer valet jack on. Yeah. So the first thing that I have to do is, this is obviously a powered jack, so here's my power cable that runs down, up underneath my box, up the back of the box, and comes in right here directly to my battery. So I'm gonna disconnect that first, and then that way I'll free that up, and then we'll be able to remove the jack. Take that one off and push it back out. Back. And is it that one right there? This off, trying.
That was pretty easy.
Now, I am not planning on putting this back on right now. Looks like it's rusted anyway. Because we don't carry our bikes there. We don't, and so I don't see that we need it. So put that where it is. Now it looks like I probably need to do a little bit of sanding and do might need to touch that up with paint or something like that before I just the rust spots. All right, so here is jack. So there's the jack, and so I'll need to take this off. So yeah, we'll just put that right down in here. Now, what I am debating, see, so there, my holes line up just fine. Here's what I'm debating. Does that leave room for my tailgate to come down? Oh,
It does.
just barely.
Okay.
Just barely without the handle on it. Interesting. Okay, because what I was trying to figure out is, does it make sense to have this with the crank facing forward or with the crank facing backwards? The problem is that with the crank facing backwards, none of the holes line up.
Oh shoot. Well, that's kind of important.
So that's right. They built the holes. They put the holes in place for it to be facing forward. Now, I think an option could have been to do it sideways. And so that's another potential option, and it allows the holes to line up.
Okay.
It makes sense to go ahead and have it forward. That way I can stand on either side, I can do it.
Yeah.
And we'll go that way.
Okay.
It comes with its own nuts and washers, so we'll use those instead of the old ones here. And so tighten those down, and then I'll put the foot on. Actually, I'm probably going to put my kickback, my Fastaway kickback on there, because that adds 6 inches and it folds up out of my way. So I'm going to put that back on.
need help? Or you got it?
I think I got it now. Yeah.
So for this trip, I'm not taking as many meals, as you can see on my board. I plan on eating out. I want to eat out. I'm tired of cooking. All right, so as you can see, I have enough meals for 11 days. And this is what I'm looking forward to right here. So we're having a ravioli lasagna with garlic biscuits, pork carnitas, quesadillas with chips and barbecue sauce, sausage gravy biscuit with eggs, smoked salmon Asian salads. I have enough for 2 of those. We'll be eating those probably in Death Valley where it's hot, hot, hot. Chicken tacos, bacon cheeseburger quesadillas, chili Frito pie, roast beef quesadilla with chips, chicken Alfredo pasta with salad and ranch, chicken veggie stir fry, taquitos with sour cream, and I'm making a banana pudding, so that's going to be exciting. In the fridge, we have some little pickles. These are perfect to take with you for lunches. Some Go Squeeze, all of our condiments, a big thing of ranch dressing that I made, a big thing of barbecue sauce. We like to dip chips in barbecue sauce and ranch, and some salad stuff, some tea, milk, our sandwich meat, our salmon for our salads. And then the freezer, all of our frozen stuff. All right, up above the sink, I have all of my chips because we're going to do a lot of sandwiches during the day on the road. My breads, some Dukes for snacks, some trail mix. So that's all of the food that we're going to take. And as you can see, we're not going to starve. We have quite a bit to take with us. So I do want to eat out and experience some of the local small restaurants. And so we'll take you along for that. But now I'm just waiting for Chris to finish his day so that we can actually get on the road. So stay tuned. It's going to be an exciting trip, and we cannot wait to take you guys along. Can you believe it's snowing?
Can't believe it's snowing. But you know what? In 2 days, 3 days, we're going to be in Death Valley, and it's going to be 100 degrees. So there you go.